7 worst vegetables to avoid for sarcopenia. Muscle loss in seniors. Peace be upon you, my dear wise and respected seniors. I wish you the healthiest life, filled with strength, energy, and joy at every age. I'm Dr. Smith, and today we're talking about a surprising topic: how some common vegetables might actually hinder muscle health in older adults. We'll cover 7 worst vegetables to limit if you're concerned about sarcopenia, age-related muscle loss, and then we'll discuss evidence-based solutions, including diet, exercise, and top supplements to help seniors preserve strength and mobility. Before we begin, I advise you to click subscribe and activate the bell if you haven't already, so you don't miss any further personalized health advice. Type 1 in the comments if you like this video. If not, input 0 to tell me how I can improve your health tips. Let's dive in. What is sarcopenia and why diet matters? Sarcopenia is the progressive loss of skeletal muscle mass and strength that happens with age. It's very common in people over 50 and can lead to frailty, falls, and loss of independence. Research shows that seniors often struggle with weakness, slow walking speed, difficulty climbing stairs, and general fatigue due to sarcopenia. Good nutrition is essential. Studies find that higher protein intake and eating plenty of fruits and vegetables are linked to lower sarcopenia risk. In fact, Mediterranean-style diets, rich in lean protein, fish, fruits, and vegetables, are associated with better muscle health in older adults. However, not all plant foods are created equal. Some vegetables contain natural compounds, anti-nutrients, that can bind minerals or disrupt metabolism if eaten in excess. These include oxalates, lectins, phytates, and goitrogens. For example, raw cruciferous veggies and soy contain goitrogenic or estrogen-like compounds that can interfere with thyroid hormone or hormone balance. Likewise, spinach and beet greens are very high in oxalate, which can bind calcium and zinc in the gut, reducing their absorption. Beans and grains have lectins and phytates that can inhibit protein digestion and iron uptake. In moderation, these are fine, but seniors often have lower stomach acid, slower digestion, and existing nutrient gaps, so these compounds may be more problematic for them. With that in mind, let's look at the 7 vegetables, or vegetable groups, that some experts suggest seniors should moderate or avoid to protect muscle mass. Number 7. High-starch tubers, potatoes, sweet potatoes, corn. White potatoes and sweet potatoes have nutritional value, but they're very starchy. Diets very high in simple carbs and starch can lead to insulin spikes and excess fat gain, which makes strength training harder. Sweet potatoes also contain oxalates like spinach. If a senior fills up on fries and mashed potatoes, they may be leaving less room in their diet for protein and veggies rich in muscle-building nutrients. Therefore, we caution seniors to moderate portions of high glycemic veg like potatoes and even starchy corn. It's better to fill half the plate with protein and fiber-rich vegetables and keep starches as smaller side dishes. In summary, none of these vegetables need to be completely banned. They all have vitamins and minerals. The point is moderation and preparation. Many anti-nutrients are deactivated by cooking, soaking, or fermenting. A varied diet, including lean meat, fish, eggs, and dairy, can ensure seniors get enough protein and absorb minerals properly. Number 6. Nightshade vegetables: tomatoes, peppers, eggplants, white potatoes. Nightshades contain alkaloids and lectins, and some health gurus claim they trigger inflammation or arthritis pain. The truth: these veggies are nutritious staples for many cultures, and solid research does not show that nightshades cause harm in most people. Healthline notes that though some people eliminate nightshades believing they worsen autoimmune issues, research has yet to show that nightshade vegetables contribute to autoimmune diseases. That said, if a senior notices digestive upset or joint pain after eating a lot of tomato sauce or fried potatoes, it might be worth moderating them. White potatoes, especially skin-on, are high in resistant starch and can spike blood sugar. In diabetes or obesity, they are often limited. As for muscle, tomatoes and peppers have very little protein and are mostly water, so they don't directly support muscle repair. We list nightshades as worst, mainly because they are low protein and suspected, though not proven, culprits of inflammation in sensitive individuals. Again, normal portions are fine. Just pay attention to personal tolerance. Number 5. Soybeans and soy products. Soy is a special case of legumes. Foods like tofu, edamame, or soy milk contain plant estrogens, isoflavones, as well as lectins, phytates. Some worry that the estrogen-like compounds in soy could affect hormone balance or thyroid function in older adults. The table above notes soy can interrupt thyroid hormone cycling and has phytoestrogens. In reality, moderate soy intake, like a few servings per week, is generally safe for most seniors and can be part of a muscle-friendly diet. It does provide protein. But in a list of worst foods, we include soy only because excessive soy might mildly affect thyroid hormones or interact with medications, e.g. levothyroxine. Older people on thyroid meds may be advised to take them on an empty stomach and not with soy. Also, if a man is already weak in the gym, over-relying on soy instead of higher leucine proteins could limit muscle gains. The key is balance. Soy isn't bad, but it shouldn't crowd out other protein sources. Number 4. Beans and legumes. Kidney beans, black beans, lentils, peas. Beans are a great protein source, but they also contain lectins and phytates. Lectins are proteins that bind carbohydrates in the gut lining and can cause digestive irritation if consumed in large amounts raw. This is why raw beans are toxic until cooked. While normal cooking deactivates most lectins, some lay or alternative plans caution that beans still have residual anti-nutrients. Phytates in beans can bind iron and zinc. As a result, a bean-heavy diet might slightly reduce mineral absorption and the bioavailability of plant protein. For seniors struggling to get enough high-quality protein, sarcopenia often stems from inadequate protein intake. Relying mainly on beans could mean missing out on more digestible animal proteins. In practice, beans are not toxic, but we label them here because they are low in muscle-building amino acids and high in anti-nutrients. Seniors should still eat some beans for fiber, but pair them with vitamin C to enhance iron uptake, and consider soaking, sprouting, to reduce lectins, or better yet, balance with animal protein sources when possible. Number 3. Cruciferous vegetables. Broccoli, kale, cabbage, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts. These are nutrient-dense, but they contain glucosinolates, compounds that in large amounts can act as goitrogens. Goitrogens inhibit iodine uptake by the thyroid. For healthy seniors with adequate iodine intake and normal thyroid function, ordinary portions of cooked cruciferous vegetables are generally safe. But if a senior has known hypothyroidism or eats massive raw kale salads every day, there could be a slight risk of thyroid slowing. One analysis even found that very high intake of Brussels sprouts and cabbage was linked to a small increase in heart disease diabetes in some cohorts. But the authors cautioned that the overall evidence is mixed and not a reason to avoid these veggies entirely. In short, we list cruciferous veggies here only to note that they can interfere with thyroid hormone production if eaten in extreme excess. A practical tip is cooking or steaming these vegetables, which partly neutralizes goitrogens. Number 2. Swiss chard, beet greens, and rhubarb. These have similar issues to spinach. They're very high in oxalates. Beet greens, the leafy tops of beets, and rhubarb stalks can bind minerals like calcium in the gut. If you see older adults juicing or blending beet salads daily, it might not be ideal without balancing minerals. Cooked beetroot itself has beneficial nitrates, but the greens have high oxalates. Again, moderate portions or cooking can help, but we flag these as worst if overconsumed. Number 1. Spinach and other high oxalate greens. Spinach, Swiss chard, beet greens, and similar leafy greens are very healthy in many ways, but they are extremely high in oxalates. Oxalates can bind calcium, magnesium, and zinc in your gut, making these minerals harder to absorb. Over time, this can worsen calcium and zinc status, which are important for muscle and bone health. In people prone to kidney stones, high oxalate foods are usually limited. For seniors with already low appetite or borderline calcium or vitamin D levels, eating lots of raw spinach or chard could slightly impair mineral uptake. Note: cooking and pairing these greens with calcium-rich foods can reduce the oxalate effect. So, as a precaution, seniors may want to rotate spinach with other lower oxalate veggies and ensure enough dietary calcium. Sarcopenia challenges in seniors. Most seniors with sarcopenia experience gradual weakness, slower walking speed, and difficulty with daily activities. They may have less muscle tone, tire easily, and be at higher risk of falls. Because sarcopenia is linked with reduced bone mass and low-grade inflammation, issues like osteoporosis or arthritis often coexist. You'll often hear seniors describe, "It's hard to get up from a chair," or "I lose muscle mass no matter how I eat." Indeed, studies show that lower protein intake and lower vitamin D levels are common in sarcopenic older adults. But the good news is that sarcopenia is treatable. Research clearly shows that progressive resistance exercise, weight-bearing, and strength training is the most effective way to reverse muscle loss. A meta-analysis of trials found that older adults doing resistance training had significant gains in grip strength, leg strength, and performance on walking tests. Even if you've never lifted weights before, starting with light dumbbells or bodyweight exercises like chair stands, wall push-ups, and resistance bands can make a big difference. Diet is equally important. Seniors should aim for high-quality protein at every meal, about 20–30 grams of protein from meat, poultry, fish, dairy, or plant protein per meal is a common recommendation. Adequate protein provides the amino acids, especially leucine, needed to stimulate muscle protein synthesis. It's also crucial to get enough calories. Undereating can accelerate muscle breakdown. In one study, higher protein diets were strongly linked to lower rates of sarcopenia. Other factors. Vitamin D plays a role in muscle function. Many seniors are deficient, which can contribute to weakness. Supplementation with vitamin D, especially if blood tests show low levels, can improve muscle strength in deficient individuals. And omega-3 fatty acids, found in fatty fish or fish oil capsules, have been shown to boost muscle protein synthesis in older adults, possibly by enhancing anabolic signaling. In short, the modern approach to sarcopenia is a multifaceted one. Combine resistance exercise, sufficient protein and calories, and the right nutrients. As the Cleveland Clinic advises, progressive strength training plus a healthy diet with ample protein can help reverse sarcopenia effects. There are currently no FDA-approved drugs for sarcopenia, so lifestyle is key. But that's not all we can do. Here you see a healthy senior woman doing leg presses in the gym. Regular strength exercise like this builds muscle mass even in your 60s and 70s. Combining workouts with good nutrition, for example, drinking a protein shake or eating eggs after exercise, will maximize gains. 3 top supplements for sarcopenia prevention. Finally, let's talk about supplements. While diet and exercise are first line, certain supplements have research support for helping older adults maintain or build muscle. 3 of the best supported supplements available internationally are HMB, bivy-hydroxy-BBV-methylbutyrate. This metabolite of the amino acid leucine helps stimulate muscle protein synthesis and reduce breakdown. A recent randomized trial in seniors with sarcopenia found that daily HMB, taken twice a day, significantly boosted the benefits of resistance training. Those taking HMB had much greater gains in grip strength, walking speed, and muscle quality compared to placebo. In short, HMB can enhance muscle strength and function in older adults. It's generally well tolerated and widely sold, often as calcium HMB, in health stores. Creatine monohydrate. Best known as a workout supplement for athletes, creatine also works in aging muscles. Many studies and reviews show that creatine supplementation in older adults, especially combined with strength training, leads to increased lean muscle mass and improved strength. Creatine helps muscle cells produce energy and may have anti-inflammatory effects. Importantly, research suggests it's safe even for seniors with normal kidneys. Taking about 3 to 5 grams of creatine daily can help turn up the volume on your workouts and protein intake. In fact, one review found creatine reduced fall risk and attenuated bone loss in the elderly. Omega-3 fatty acids, fish oil. As mentioned, fish oil supplements rich in EPA-DHA have been shown to enhance muscle protein anabolism. In a clinical trial, older adults taking omega-3s saw a significant increase in muscle protein synthesis during a meal-like condition. Some studies also find improved muscle strength. If you don't eat fatty fish 2 to 3 times per week, a fish oil supplement, 1 to 2 grams EPA per day, can support muscle health, reduce inflammation, and may aid recovery from exercise. Side bonus, omega-3s also support heart and brain health in seniors. Other supplements to consider: whey protein powder for extra high-quality protein, vitamin D if deficient, and multivitamins if appetite is poor. Some people use branched-chain amino acids, especially leucine, or beta-alanine, but the above three are the most strongly evidence-based choices for sarcopenia. Important: always check with your doctor before starting new supplements, especially if you have kidney issues or are on medications. The supplements listed here have good safety profiles in older adults, but individual needs vary. In conclusion, a balanced diet rich in protein and nutrients, combined with regular resistance exercise, is your best defense against muscle loss. While no single vegetable causes sarcopenia, we've highlighted 7 types that older adults should eat in moderation, mainly because of anti-nutrients or high starch content that can interfere with nutrition. If you enjoy spinach, beans, and kale, don't panic, just prepare them properly. Cook, soak, pair with vitamin C or calcium, and keep portions sensible. Prioritize protein sources and colorful vegetables overall. By avoiding excess of those anti-nutrient veggies, addressing thyroid and nutrient status, and focusing on proven interventions, strength training, adequate protein, vitamin D and omega-3s, seniors can effectively prevent or slow sarcopenia. Stay active, keep your plate balanced, and consider adding supplements like HMB, creatine, and fish oil if appropriate, as studies show they give older muscles a real boost. Stay strong, and remember, it's never too late to gain muscle.